Made with Unreal Engine. Apologies for the microphone move. When the world was shrouded in darkness. The goddess of mana drew forth the sword of mana to smite the 8 Benevodons, monsters of destruction. She sealed the horrors inside the 8 mana stones, bringing the realm back from the brink. Weak from rebuilding the world, the goddess changed into a tree and fell fast asleep for years. However, the forces of evil sought to free the Benevodons to gain control of the world. They started a terrible war to further their plot and destabilize the kingdoms. Peace was at an end. Probably plosive too hard. Oh. Mana itself began to disappear from the world and the mana tree to wither. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Oh, there are 4 fairy lights. Yes, here we are, people. Hey party people, Panda Brady here, and today we are playing Trials of Mana. This game is super nostalgic for me. That is because, despite having never released outside of Japan, when I was a young warthog, when I was much younger, I was introduced to emulators, and this was one of the first games that I played. I never got very far in it. I think I got to the first Benevodon. They weren't called Benevodons in that, but here we are. Trials of Mana, the brand new one. I played Seiken Densetsu, and I tried to record this last night, and had some very big issues. But we should be good to go now. Let me make sure that the audio for the game is... Yes, it is. Awesome! Alright, we should be good to go. As you can see here, I've gotten a little bit, but I'm going to play a new game and get back to where I was. That way, next episode will be right where I was. So, one thing that makes this game so cool, especially to me when I was younger, was the fact that you have a action RPG with 6 playable characters. You have Duran, Angela, Kevin, Charlotte, Hawkeye, and Reese's Pieces over here. No, it's Reese. Duran is a proud young soldier from Valsena, Kingdom of the Plains. Though he comes across as hot-headed and ready for a fight, the whole kingdom acknowledges his skill with a blade. Duran has nothing but love for his kingdom and respect for the Hero King, a good friend of his departed father, Loki the Golden Knight. Now, I will continue. Angela is the only daughter of the true king of Altena, the snow-covered kingdom of magicians. Because Angela's mother hardly spent any time with her as a child, the princess was prone to act out to get attention, wearing gaudy clothes and playing pranks on people in the castle. Despite this, her love for her mother runs deep. Angela never got the hang of casting magic spells, a problem that plagues her to this day. Kevin is heir to the throne of Ferolia. His father is the king of the Beastmen, but his missing mother was a human woman. Kevin's father raised him to be a fighting machine, which affected his social skills. He is unused to I heard something in real life. Sounded like something fell. He is unused to bleh. He is unused to conversing with humans, which can make him hard to understand at times. The ice around the young boy's heart only began to melt after making friends with Carl the wolf pup. Oh, poor Carl. We'll get to him eventually. Charlotte. Charlotte is the granddaughter of Wendell's Priest of Light. She looks much younger than she is thanks to the elfin blood in her veins. Perhaps because of this, she has always been coddled by the people who raised her in the temple. Charlotte's bright and outgoing personality can be both an asset and a hindrance. Though curious, she's superstitious and a bit of a scaredy cat. Hawkeye hails from the desert fortress of Navarro, home to a guild of noble thieves. He was raised as the orphan ward of Flamecon, the leader, together with Flamecon's own children, Eagle and Jessica. Hawkeye comes across as laid-back and charming comes across as a laid-back and charming young man, making it hard to tell when he's being serious. But at his core, Hawkeye is a fiercely loyal friend. Nothing gets past his honed senses and quick wits. Reese is the young princess of the mountainous kingdom of Laurent and captain of the renowned Amazon Guard. She has a will of iron and down-to-earth manner. Though some might call her stubborn, Reese is always there to lend a hand to those who need it. She lost her mother as a child and since then has tried to help raise her little brother Elliot. Her topmost priorities are her father, brother, and kingdom. So, the way this game works is each of these characters has their own story path. However, the only big difference is the opening, a mid-boss, and then the ending. I've only ever made it to Duran's mid-boss. Everybody else... No, I'm sorry. With Reese, I've made it to her mid-boss as well. But everybody else, I've never gotten very far with. That is because, as it turns out, I found out that I had chosen a very poor choice on characters. But for now, we're going to do Duran, Angela, and we're going to hop over to Reese.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Each pair of characters has their own... Wait, is it Reese that I want to do? I believe so. Each of the pair of characters have their own story with similar characters. So Duran and Angela are one, Kevin and Charlotte are another, and Reese and Hawkeye are the third. So you'll see 3 main playthroughs of this, but you will get to see the openings for each character. Now, episode 2 of this will be going up later, and that will be where I was with Duran, but you'll be seeing the openings of each character before I continue.
Duran, hey, you're up. Pull yourself together.
And apologies for my cough. I've taken medicine for it.
Final match for the Sword Mastery Tournament Youth Division. Combatants, forward.
I'll break you like a dry noodle.
Give it a try. I dare you.
Begin.
About time I took you down
wi-
a peg bruiser.
Windowed mode doesn't work quite as well. I saw an issue with one of the textures popping in after I had anyways, here we go. Crosscut.
I can do this.
That's a very basic tutorial, and it's a lot different from the original.
I forfeit.
Now I'll be quiet for a very long time.
Your weapons. We have our new champion, Duran. You've come far in your training, lad.
Duran, soldier from Volsena, kingdom of the plains. His father Loki, the Golden Knight and friend to the hero king Richard, went missing when the young soldier was but a child. His mother succumbed to sickness and grief, leaving him and his younger sister Wendy to their Aunt Stella. Like his father before him, the boy could not deny the pull of the blade. From a young age, he outshone all other swordsmen, and eventually came to be in service to the king himself.
Now it's Nighttime Castle. I wonder what shenanigans will happen.
Man, I'm beat.
Hang in there. The next shift is on its way. I'll do one more round in the meantime.
And of course he falls asleep. But thanks to falling asleep, he remembers something.
Papa, where are you going?
Off to slay some dragons. The fearsome beast known as the Dragon Lord is the strongest of its kind. But don't worry. His Highness and I won't lose. Now,
Foreshadowing.
take care of your mother and sister while I'm gone. Understood, son?
I will. Bye-bye.
I'm off to get cigarettes. What? Nothing. Foreshadowing. Several months later.
Madam, your husband, Loki, he took a blow meant for me, causing both him and the Dragon Lord to fall into the depths of an abyss. My men and I searched the area for a week, but to no avail. We could not find Loki.
I see. He fulfilled his duties as the Golden Knight until the very end. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted.
I feel like that had bad directing. But that's just me.
Oh, Stella.
Stella.
How could you let your illness go untreated for so long, Simone? If Loki knew I was ill, he would have neglected his duties for my sake. I just couldn't hold him back like that. You're both such fools. Stella, my children, do not fret, Simone. I will take care of them as if they were my own. You have my thanks.
Bleh.
Simone?
Of course, you're a JRPG protagonist. If one parent's not, or if one parent's alive, you know, you're good, but you gotta have both parents dead to be a true JRPG protagonist.
Shouldn't be sleeping on the job.
I think that's a joke that H.C. Bailey made, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, what was that? I mean, I know what it is, but... Don't give in.
What happened here?
I'm dead. What am I not supposed to give into? Alrighty, so we have to chase after the interloper. Alright. Enough hanging around. There we go. Goddess statues. No, we will not save the game. Don't worry, I have faith in my skills to get back to where I was yesterday.
Who are you?
You are sharper than you look.
I said this yesterday, but his voice does not match him.
What's so funny?
The fact that you are considered the best fighter in this miserable castle. I think it's time I show you how powerless you really are.
No more talking!
Yeah. You can't really hit the guy. You're supposed to lose.
What senile old fool would entrust the security of the castle to a child? Oh, my apologies. You work for the king, do you not?
What? Don't you dare insult His Majesty!
I think that's Ben Diskin now that I think about it, but I may be completely wrong there.
Now the finishing blow!
Someone infiltrated the castle. Find them.
Oh, hey,
Seems
Hakumen.
you'll live another day. No matter. If all the king can boast is soldiers of your caliber, we can take this kingdom anytime we choose.
Yes, I'm classic JRPG antagonist. It doesn't matter, I can attack whenever I want because you're all weak losers.
Last night, an unknown wizard managed to penetrate our defenses. The soldiers on duty were no match for him. Duran was the only survivor.
Witnesses say the man was wearing a red cloak. It has to be that Altanish cur, the Crimson Wizard.
You mean Altana sent a spy? No honor among the lot of them. We should mount a full-scale attack on their forces before they sneak in again. Who's with me?
Right!
Wrong.
There is no definitive proof that Altana sent the intruder, nor would they have reason to attack our kingdom in the first place. We cannot act rashly. Whoever attacked last night got past our defenses and some of our best soldiers. If we act hastily, we could fall into our enemy's trap. First, we must strengthen the castle's defenses and increase the guard. Then we shall send our own spies into Altanish territory.
Yes, sir!
But why would the true queen of Altana attack Valsena of all places?
Good question. Maybe we'll find out through Angela's path. I mean, if I had to take a guess. I'm really impressed with this remake, by the way.
Curses. Curse it all.
Hey! Your wounds haven't healed yet. You should be in bed, silly.
Red, whatever, just let him.
Are you listening to me? Stop whining and listen! I hate you!
Wendy! Wait.
So, some of the acting, the lines do not match what the characters are doing. But anyways, I'm going to talk around with some of the people here, but not all of them because eventually they just all repeat. So, my brother was there that night, the night that crimson scoundrel came and... I remember this guy. I gave him a Korean voice. There are soldiers on guard all over town. I have never seen it like this. Your little sister is looking out for you. You shouldn't make her worry. Go home. How's that injury? His Majesty was asking. I still can't believe that interloper got the better of someone as good as you. Oops. Don't let the Crimson Wizard get you down. Come out dancing with me instead. His Majesty the King will take care of the Altanish cur. Mark my words. Oh, I can't talk to that guy. Okay. Anything back here? No. Alright. Hello. What's this I hear about a war? Is it true? You're a soldier. You must know something. I'm sorry, Karen. I do not. Leave security to us. Alright. Well, if you say so.
Whining, huh? Walk around town might clear my head some.
Now, if you look around town, you may see items like this. Little shiny spots, you can pick those up, and you can break these pots. I didn't find out about the pots till I got to the first main town of the game. But yes, you can also air dodge, and one major change, well, a couple major changes to the original. You could not dodge in the original, and your attack was dictated by a power meter. You would have a meter at the bottom that would say 100%, and if you attacked, it used that and did 100% of the damage that you are capable of doing. If you attacked again, whatever that percentage was, is how much of a percentage you would do. We also have an item ring and a move ring. But currently, we don't have any moves, and the only special we have is cross cut, which we can only do when we have 100% down there at the bottom. Another thing they added to this game, because in the original, you could only do skill attacks with MP, and Duran has very, very low MP. Oh, right, yes, I've talked to you before. Hello! How can we rest easy when Castle Valsena itself was assaulted? I should ask the fortune teller. I don't know why I gave her such a high voice. Tried for that Christina V range. Even then, she's probably not that high. I really shouldn't be collecting all these just because I've already gone through most of the game. Or, most of the game, most of this level. The Crimson Wizard is legendary, but I never would have thought that coward was a bloodthirsty spy. Yeah, me neither. Hello. It's not my place to tell a soldier what to do, but your aunt and little sister have been worried. Perhaps you should go home tonight. See, I see the guy, and I want to do like Khalil from VeggieTales. But then I'm like, that's incredibly that's incredibly stereotyped. An old fortune teller was right. I must go back for more guidance. Because I want to be like, you know, oh, don't worry, your old sister, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not even going to try to do the voice. Because it's just, it's so bad. You can't make those kinds of voices nowadays. Alrighty, we're going to continue onward. I'm just trying to show you some of the item places. Unfortunately, you cannot pet the dog. Yep, beware of guard dog. I really wanted to pet the puppy. Anyways, we talked to this lady.
Welcome, young man. This shop is for reading fortunes. Your pinched face tells me you have a lot on your mind, son.
My what?
People's lives are 99% destiny, but the rest of your future is always shaped by your will. It is up to you to decide. We call that final 1% hope.
Yeah, Duran doesn't have much going on up there in his noggin. That's why he was confused when she said your mind.
Bear a great burden. Let this old bird set you on the right path.
Fortunes? Why would I trust my fate to something like that? All I believe in is strength. But I'll listen to what you have to say if you tell me how to become more powerful.
Manners, you oaf! No need for rudeness. To become more powerful, you must head to Holy City Wendell. The Priest of Light can teach you how to switch your class.
My class?
Son, you listen and you listen good. Even a clueless fighter like yourself can eventually change to a better class. Now get out of my shop.
Yep. So we are currently a fighter, and
Switching classes, huh? It means I can defeat that crimson jerk. He'll do anything. Well, better head to Wendell and see what all this fuss is about.
yes, so in the original, you could only go one of 4 final classes because they work it into the main story actually. What it is when you get a class up, you can choose a light path or a dark path. And if you choose the path, you then later on down the line, very far down the line, get to choose another light path or dark path. And one of the big selling points of this game is that there is a third path that you can take now. I only ever got to do one path up, and I think I became a gladiator because it looked cooler, and that's how I dictated what to do back then. This has always confused me why in JRPGs they do this. You've just got bed, bed, bed right next to each other in an open floor plan. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense in a video game sense. So, let's just continue onward and not slow things down even further.
That lousy, conniving, murderous Crimson Wizard is dead meat. I won't let him get away. Not again. I won't come back until he's finished. I won't.
Leave Volsena. Goodbye, sister. Goodbye, aunt. My last words to you were...
Stella. I really am.
Yes, that. But the last words Wendy heard when she was awake was, Wendy, wait.
Wait!
Stella!
Here. I know you already have a bronze sword, but take this instead.
Is this...
This is the sword your father used when he was a young man. Back in the day, he even won the tournament with it, against the young king himself.
Oh.
Now be off. I'll explain the situation to Wendy, don't worry. Be sure to stop by the castle to see the king before you leave. He's waiting to hear from you.
How does he know?
Oh, everybody knows.
Don't be silly. He knew your father. Of course, the son of Loki would want to travel the world.
It's the top story on the 5 o'clock news.
I've raised you as if you were my own son, after all.
Thanks, Aunt Stella. I'll be back. I promise.
If you got the reference I made, I applaud your memory. That or you just recently saw that episode, so... Not of my show. No, no. We're getting the band back together.
I see you're planning a journey, Duran.
Your Majesty! Forgive me. It was my weakness that allowed the enemy to escape so easily. I wish to atone for my mistakes. I cannot forgive the wizard for what he did. For the first time in my life, I was utterly powerless. He not only defeated me, he insulted you, my king. He must pay for this. I do not plan to return home until he has answered for these crimes. I cannot.
Acknowledged. You have my blessing on your journey.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
His resolve is truly admirable. I feared that perhaps he was raised too proud, but I see that he is just like his father at that age.
And now we are off on an adventure in Seiken Densetsu 3, aka Trials of Mana. We now must leave the city and journey forth to the city of Wendell in order to change our class and chase after the Crimson Wizard. So yes, this game, like I said earlier, is the first game that I played on a emulator. The original, rather. I was introduced to it because my mother was dating a guy at the time that happened to be playing a emulator. I was curious and was like, what is that? Not knowing what it was, he explained that he had a program on his computer that let him play video games. And I was like, that's cool. Can I get that program? Sure, here, let me get it for you. Now we are in battle. And these are Rabbites, one of my favorite fodder enemies in RPGs. That is probably because they're adorable little rabbits that they look cute, and then when they get close, they do that, and they have gigantic mouths. Oh, we got a critical. So, in this game, if you are surrounded or getting overwhelmed, you can actually leave the battle area. You'll see that little yellow circle, Mole Bear Moors ahead. Beware wild mole bears. Actually didn't go this way last time, so let's... it won't let you. Okay. Oh, yes. I also forgot. This game has a day-night cycle. So in the original game, how it worked was that there was constant shading on everything. So you would never really know when it was fully nighttime or fully daytime. But the main way to tell was that if you had Kevin with you, he would turn into a werewolf. Because, spoiler, as a beast man, when the night comes up, when the moon is out, beastmen become giant werewolves. Now these are mushbooms. They are another staple character, or staple monster of the Mana series. You may see me doing some combos with Duran. That's because BY is a repel attack which knocks your enemy away, and BBY is an area attack which gives you area of effect, of course. Alrighty, let's run up here. Nothing to see, so let's continue. I remember making a Randy Feltface joke there, but I can't remember why. Medical herb. It's illegal to have those, though. You gotta have a license. Yeah, Duran must have a license already. Oh, hi, Mushboom. Do you wish to fight? Or are you just shyly gazing at me? Oh, he's just vibing. Look at that little dance he's got. Okay. Well, don't mind me then. I'm just gonna head out. If you don't mind. Go get some stuff here. Get another chest. Yep. We got candies, we got chocolate, we got all sorts of stuff. and we're just going to continue onward. Not always do pots have things in them. And depending on the color of the pot, you can get healed too. And now we are at Stone Split Gap. I remember what it was. There was something I read, and I want to say it's Cascading Falls. I was like, yeah, well, that's one way to name it. It's very basic. It's like Broken Hills, that Randy Feltface bit. We broke some hills. Here they are. Welcome to Broken Hill. Yeah, I got worried when it was super quiet around here because I was like, oh no, is there a boss fight that they added? And so far, no. They've not added anything new. Well, besides a couple of things like how expansive the areas are, all the models are faithfully recreated, surprisingly enough. I am impressed by how much work has gone into this because, you know, they could have just reskinned it, but no, it's a brand new game from, you know, the ground up. Except for maybe the story, because the story is just a retread. But anyways, yes, Duran. Why does your belt look like a boomerang?
Just you wait, Crimson Wizard. I ain't gonna stop until I'm more than powerful enough to take you down. You won't get away with this. I will defeat you.
Fireball. No.
Duran, bested by the Crimson Wizard, nearly lost confidence in his skills. He set out for Holy City Wendell to gain the strength to overcome his failings.
I would have liked to play all that, but this is cool too. Oh, they've got the giant cannon. Oh, I missed that last time. Oh, I'm going to be having nostalgia geek out a lot in this series, so don't mind me. But I love they've still got the giant cannons. So a running thing in the Mana series is that there is a fast travel by getting your character shot out of a cannon into another town. And there's nothing to stop them. It's just thunk, they're in the ground. It's hilarious. But man, this is exciting, and I hope that this will be a very long series. Now that Alan Wake is done, you'll be seeing that today, since this will be coming out on Monday as well. If not, then you'll have seen it either yesterday or the day before, depending on how my upload schedule looks. So, we've got scary looking beastie guys.
Resist, and we may spare you.
Ferolian forces have taken the town and closed the docks. Now my ship's stuck in the harbor until who knows when.
It still confuses me why that captain sounds like...
What are these beastmen up to? I'd love to throw them all out of town, but there's only one of me.
I'm very glad that they kept that in as well, where the character talks to themselves. And why do you sound like, don't make me smack you, sweetheart, I'll do it. Anyways, there's not much to do around here. It's going to be a lot of, I'm not scared, you know, oh, these beastmen, how could they? They're so cruel, blah, blah, blah. If you talk to the beastmen, don't bark if you can't handle a bite. Pipe down, pup. So yeah, it's a lot of that. there are some items, of course, all around town. There's an item down there. There's a pot over there. 2 lucre, of course. Lucre is the currency in this game. Here, let me get that pot. Don't worry, I have a license. And don't worry, it's just candy. Not an actual pot. It's just masquerading as a pot. And now we steal wishes. Eek, leave me alone. Okay, sorry. Sorry if my friendship annoyed you. Or, sorry if I annoyed you with my friendship. There we go. That's the line. Oh! Hey, I don't think you were here last time, were you?
Got up in a war it never wanted. It's the same story everywhere you go in the world these days.
Oops, I accidentally skipped the rest. Then that means upstairs we should see... Ah, yes, Reese's Pieces.
Pardon me. My younger brother is missing, and I must find him as soon as possible. Have you perchance seen a little lost boy around here?
No, I haven't. Sorry, Reese.
Thank you, anyway.
You'll be joining my party soon enough. I assume. I picked you as my 3rd character, didn't I? Anyways, let's talk to the tavern person.
These men of Ferolia look like humans during the day, but at night, they transform into animals. Don't leave the house after dark. You hear? Hey, if you're trying to leave the city, night is actually best. Once the beastmen transform, they lose their better judgment. The whole lot of them tend to get together and brawl amongst themselves until dawn. It's easier to sneak out of the city then. Good luck.
Good luck.
Put a rest at the inn until nightfall. Guards will thin out by then. Trained swordsman knows when to pick his battles.
Yep. See, that's one of the few times you actually get from Duran that he is a intelligent sword fighter. Most other times, he's like, no, I'm just going to dive straight in and fight. Everything can be solved with violence. Now, these things are magic pots. If you find a seed, you can plant it, and it may grow. These pots level up, and the higher their level, the better your item. Looking for a place to rest? No charge. Can't do business with these beastmen in town anyway. I'm doing a lot better with that voice today than I was yesterday. That's for darn sure. Moon! Stop mocking me! Aw, who's your cute puppy? It's so funny because they've got like these big buff man bodies and then they've got like cute doggy faces. Escape Jad. Will do. And, as I did yesterday... Oh, I missed that medical herb. Dang. How am I gonna get all my dank kush now? I'm sorry, that was the dumbest thing I've ever said. So now we can go out of Jad because, hey, the beastmen are all busy fighting each other. And Kevin, being half beastman, gets to become one of those too. But now we're in the Rabbite Forest. So, we shall head over here. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Howlers show up here. They're kind of rare to run into, actually, but they should be your first level up in the game. Alright. And if we go to training, we can now level up our character. Moves, magic spells, and attacks you learn will be automatically added. Press down to bring up the menu. Using them consumes MP. Increasing your stats can get you abilities. And there are some abilities that are chain abilities. This is also a new thing to this game. And if it was in the old game, that would explain why I never got very far, wouldn't it? So, I initially went with counter because I was not paying attention and just saw, counter thinking, oh, if I get attacked, I can attack back. We also have Lucky Break, HP plus 10, Quick Heal, Spirit plus 5, and that is it. I'm just going to get counter now because that's the closest I got to my original. We also have to equip abilities in order for them to work. So yeah, we're pretty good here. We can head this way, but there is nothing here for us just yet. As you can see, it is just a beach. Oh, I missed this item though. Oh, it's just 4 lucre. That's fine. That's something I can easily get out of battles. Oh, wait, no, I missed that. Okay, 6 lucre. Again, that's fine. Real easy thing just to get. So, this tree area, I know it fondly because I visited it with like 6 different characters. Haha. And if you take no damage, you get increased... Oh yes, Assassinant. And, yesterday, if you're watching Dome Reaper and Pals, I accidentally said Assassinate whenever I ran into that the first time. During night, Rabbites will usually sleep, so you can sneak up on them like this and be like, shabam! Yep, defeating fast and not taking damage gives you bonus points. And I won't get either. There we go. Defeated them within 20 seconds, got me 3 experience. Nice. I am currently level 4, but if you head down this way, you will eventually... No. You will eventually run into a guy that's like, I saw a strange light over the lake. I wonder what that's all about. But what you want to do is continue that way. My mistake. I was thinking of a different area. Did I get the thing yet? I did not. Okay, so yesterday when playing, I got a Rabbite adornment, which is a item that you can get from killing Rabbites. It's a rare drop. Ah. Yes, I went that way, but I meant to go this way. But I need to go this way. Anyways, it gives you a bonus amount of experience points. And wait for it. Bam. There's an invisible force blocking the way.
This barrier looks pretty sturdy. Better ask around and see if anyone knows how to break it.
How do you know it looks pretty sturdy? It's invisible. Well, anyways, let's continue running onwards and go into Astoria. And here it comes. I know this music well. Ah. Nostalgia washes over me. But, like I said earlier, I'm going to get to a certain story flag, and then I'm going to end the episode. Hello, good sir. This is the lakeside town of Astoria. Oh, well. Good to know. By the way, if you didn't notice, I'm not very good with old man voices. Usually comes out as that. Or, well, there's not much more. It's very similar to my Quran voice, just with a little more gravel. Yeah, I'm just picking up everything that I can. Anyways, Astoria, you're going to be coming to a lot. But we'll talk to this man, and he's like, guess what I... Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. I just made it out of Jed, now I can't get back to where I was. Take down the barrier. Hey, buddy, if you figure it out, let me know. Go spend the night here. I guess finding a way home is, in the near future for me or something like that. You could stay the night here, too. Maybe the barrier will magically disappear overnight. You never know. Maybe a JRPG protagonist might show up and get rid of it for us. Hello. Who might you be? Old lady of the lake. You used to be able to go through Cascade Cavern to the east side, to get to the other side of the lake. Unfortunately, Wendell's closed it off to keep their city safe. Oh, well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah, I really need to study how to do old people voices again, because I'm not very good at it. And of course, nothing. Except a medical herb. I keep missing these medical herbs. Stardust herb, medical herb, heal ally status effects. Dispel all ally magic effects with Stardust herb. Oh, and there's an herb over there I missed. I mean, I assume it's an herb. Maybe a number of things. Oh, it's just two lucre. Hello, good sir.
No one believes, but I saw it. A strange light was floating over the lake. Maybe it'll appear tonight, too.
Oh, so you can meet him here if you don't meet him in the forest. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Anyways, also what I did in my previous run was I went to the weapon shop and got myself an iron sword. But we should be good to go in here and rest. Welcome. One stay is 6 lucre. Would you like to rest? Yes. Dozing until dawn, I see. Sleep well. Oh, what's that? It's one of those rainbow lights from the mana tree. I wonder what it could be.
What the? Light?
Yeah, weird. It's almost like, you know, a light. I wonder what it could be. My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. You saw that light too, didn't you? Well, I'll be. I'll be what?
What?
A rabbi's uncle?
The heck was that light? Monster? Finally! Something's happening in this town.
Oh. It's an evil omen. The story and legends say that a phantasmal light will bring the destruction of the town. We're doomed.
Finally! Something's happening in this town. Maybe that light will give me a proper fight.
That's what I was talking about with Duran being very one-track minded. Because he's like, yes, fight. That'll be good. That'll help me if I just fight everything. See a rabbit? Attack it. See a mushroom? Attack it.
Get ready! Crosscut!
There we go. Now we continue onwards after the light. Hello, light. Hello, light. Sound like Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Get chocolate over here. Always keep an eye out on the map because sometimes you can see the areas. Oh yeah, everything's level 3 over here. There we go. Get back here, fairy light. I shall catch you, like a cat chasing a light, like a child that thinks it's a fairy. Nope, nope, no. Okay, fine. There. I took you both on. Happy now? Light. Thank you. Huh. Weird how this little weird goblin devil statue is here. Eh? Well, let's continue. Man, this only took me like an hour or so. Yesterday it took me like 2 hours and 16 minutes. And I think that was because I had like a lot of first time reactions. But I'm hoping after this episode, everything's going to pick back up. Oh, hello, little lady.
Hey! Hang in there!
It really 'tis a fairy.
I'm all right. Oh, who are you?
I'm a soldier from Valsena. The name's Duran. I saw the light from the inn in Astoria.
I see. I have no other option. So I suppose you'll do. Hold on.
What?
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Please, I need you to take me to the Priest of Light in Wendell. I can't fly any further on my own.
I mean, that's where I'm headed too, but there's a barrier around the cavern. We're stuck here until further notice. Sorry.
I can get us through the barrier. But we need to hurry. Something has happened to the Sanctuary of Mana.
The Sanctuary of Mana? Wait.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! What was that? It came from Astoria. I gotta go back.
Oh, we need to get going. Let me rest inside you for a bit. You won't see me, but don't worry, I'm still here.
Whoa, wait, what?
Don't delay. We must see to Astoria.
Yeah, she's talking in my head. Oh, that's so weird.
Hurry.
Jeez, fine, on it.
You take fairy with you. Yeah, I kind of miss it in the original game because
Why are you heading to Wendell?
I need to get stronger. That's why I gotta find a way to switch classes.
Oh, I see you haven't had an easy time yourself.
yeah, so she would fly this way, then fly that way, and then she'd fly right into their face. So it gives you like the appearance of her going into their head instead of their chest. But yeah, it's fun. This game is fun. It's probably going to be a pain and a half for Gerard, the completionist, seeing as there are 6 character paths to go down, 3 separate actual stories, bunch of different bosses, and then there are 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there would be 6 final classes that you can get. So that is 36 playthroughs with each character, at least. Alright, so that is all the time I've got for today's episode. You will see me again later with everything leveled up and to where I was yesterday. But like and share if you enjoy. Subscribe, become part of the Panda Party, because there ain't no party like Panda Party, because Panda Party don't stop. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.